Hello class. So what we're going to do today is we are going to talk about the gizmos, and the very first unit that I want you to try is weight and mass. So if I go to my book creator to start and make sure I have my book creator app. Some people said they downloaded the app and it's worked fine. Some people have used just the website that they bookmarked, and either one works. But so go ahead and use that. Then if I go to my virtual science here, and you can see that I have more than you do, but this is the one that you need to copy, the one that says by Peterson Ryan. And on this one, what you're going to do is you're going to click on the library down here. You need to copy book, and then you need to add it to the course. And you're only going to have one option right now, Science VP. So if other classes start using this, you'll have more options like I do. I have a lot of other options. But you'll click, and you have to touch the Science VP. Make sure you touch it. Once you do that, it's going to have the copy, and you need to, right here, you need just to touch it with your finger from the iPad or click on it with a mouse, and then change it to your name. So I want your name in parentheses, and you can see that some other students have done that, and it looks really nice. It just makes it a little bit easier for you to understand the difference between your book and my book. So this is my book, and you can see now that, so once you have it downloaded as yours, you can click on it. And remember, up in the top corner, you should have a thing that says pages. You can click on pages and go through the pages, but do not touch the page and swipe up. You got to use the sides. Use the sides. Otherwise, you rearrange all of the pages and then get off numbered. So this is the gizmos, and it's important that these go in order. And I guess if your pages get out of number, you can always go back to my book and double check. So this is the gizmos. What we need to do from this point is you need to get your web browser up. So you should have created earlier the Gizmos ID, and I have, or the web link, and I have a web link right here already downloaded, installed. If you do not, it's called explorelearning.com, and we signed up earlier, but here's the gizmos. So I have this bookmarked, and you need to log in, and your username login. Mine, it saves it for me now, so I can just use a thumbprint and then log in. And then you need to go to your period number, and your period number should have, so we have the virtual program, and it should pop up. Of course, mine's going to be different. This is the only one that you should see right now, is weight and mass. So when you click on it, or you'll click the launch button, and here is our experiment. So if I go back and forth, and some people are going to go back and forth and answer the questions. Some people will do the split screen, and you can do it either way. Maybe I can see what the split screen looks like. So if I slowly pull up from the bottom, and then I want this is the book creator. I don't have gizmos on here, so maybe I need to switch it. So this should be Safari. So if I slowly pull up from the bottom, I take my book creator and pull it to the side. That's what it looks like. That is tiny. I don't think I can use both. So I am just going to get rid of one and just go back and forth. So I have this part here, and if I read my directions carefully on the first one, let me go back in, so otherwise that was too tiny. So my very first part has vocabulary. This is prior knowledge questions. Do these before. It's kind of our prediction. So this is what you think. Your weight is the pull of gravity on your body. Suppose you step on a bathroom scale on the moon. How would your weight on the moon compare to your weight on Earth? So right now you need to guess. You need to think. What would it be? Would your weight on the moon be greater on the moon? Would it be less on the moon, so you wouldn't weigh as much, or would it be the same as Earth and Moon? All right, so answer these two questions before you start the Gizmos. Then, if I turn to my next page, here's the Gizmos warm-up. You need to follow these questions step by step, because a lot of times they'll tell you one little thing that you need to tweak, you need to change, you need to do differently. If you don't follow these step by step, then you will get off. A good way to do it is you can underline it as you go. So if I create this and I do my pen, or you could even do a highlighter. It's got a highlighter feature on here too. I could highlight as I go, or I can just do kind of the pen. So I can kind of underline as I go. So on the weight and mass Gizmos, you can use a balance to compare the masses of the object. All right, so I can go back. It tells me to place the dog on the right pan of the balance. What happens? So if I go back to my Gizmos, I take the dog and I put it on the right pan, the right side of this balance. What happens? So I would have to write that into my answers. I think it's pretty obviously what happened. The dog went down. So make sure you follow step by step and you're taking your time to answer these questions correctly. Please complete this assignment on Book Creator.